Well, let me get this straight. You think that
The Big Bang Theory.
this is funny?
I do. And I'm tired of pretending it's not. Comedy is subjective, Murray.
It's become a running joke over the years to make fun of the Big Bang Theory series for its quirky cast of characters that have these old nerdy stereotypes like being socially awkward and liking Star Wars. But I noticed there are people that are very split on the series overall. There are people who definitely enjoy watching the show, and then there's the rest of the population. For some reason, people manifested this hate for the show and its audience, some justifiably so, and others that didn't even watch a single episode of it. I got some of the most common criticisms of the show, and let's see why the show is so divisive. Right off the bat, let's start with the lowest hanging fruit, the laugh tracks.
Bazinga!
With the invention of the radio, everyone could enjoy broadcasting from their home. However, the effect of sitting in a theater with people laughing around you was killed off. Laugh tracks were always prominent in sitcoms until the medium sort of evolved and dropped them entirely. I understand people might not like being told what to laugh at, but for me at least, they fill in the dead silence well and are just easy to ignore if the joke falls flat. Another pretty big criticism is the show's references. The characters make extremely niche references to science or geek culture that the average person is not going to catch, but will laugh at anyway because they simply recognize the absurd nature of the reference.
Recently, I've been thinking that given the parameters of your experiment, the transport of electrons through the aperture of the nanofabricated metal rings is qualitatively no different than the experiment already conducted in the Netherlands.
Let me tell you why I don't think that's such a bad thing. You don't have to be a physicist to understand paragraph of scientific nonsense Sheldon explains throughout the show. It's not funny only because of the geeky nature of the reference. It's funny because of the clear oxymoron of the joke. The intelligent scientists are super knowledgeable in their subjects but lack basic social skills, so the characters are juxtaposed in a world which they don't understand and it doesn't understand them. This makes these awkward situations when they approach a simple task in a humorous way. Is it cheap to make fun of the characters for their personality? No, I don't think so. Every joke is based on the premise that someone fucks up and you have a few seconds to feel good about yourself. People who think that the fans of the show are stupid because they laugh at boiled down science jokes they don't understand are simply wrong. It's the juxtaposition of the science which makes it funny. However, this leads me to the final criticism, which is the nerd culture. The show is under fire because people feel it does disservice to geek culture, from which it borrows these character stereotypes. In movies, everything has to be hyperbolized so the emotion is strong enough to penetrate the glass of your TV. So it's important to realize that the entertainment you consume is just that. I can see how someone might see these characters as caricatures of the writer's perception of how nerds behave, but if you don't like that, the show probably isn't for you. But even if you hate the Big Bang Theory, don't shoot down people who do.
Whenever you call my phone, think maybe I'm not alone. Press forward, I shift. I don't think I wanna live like this. I tell you I gotta go. Like maybe I'm not